stand by for brief.
Copy.
Okay. Here's how today's gonna work. You guys are over at the airbase. I'll circle it on the map for you. I'll do it in global so even the CSAT guys can see it. So it's that. Your first priority is to go to the Central North Fob. They're reporting that NATO is currently attacking them, and that assault started 30 seconds ago. So after you find where the two staging points, somewhere up here and somewhere up here, and you take them out, from there, that'll stop the attacks on that fob. You're going to go over and retake a power station here before NATO can fully disable it and shut down the power in this entire AO. That would hamper down our operations, and then after that is recaptured, you're going to go to the town of Row and disable some, destroy some helicopters, or at least take over the landing zones that NATO has set up to prevent them from bringing more QRF onto the island. There might also be some beach fortifications. This is an optional objective, by the way, that you can take out their targets of opportunity. Otherwise, that is it. Any questions?
So
Yeah.
we're supposed to save the power station, right?
Yes, don't destroy it. You're saving it because it's technically yours. If you destroy it, then NATO still gets their goal done, which is bad.
What contacts are we looking at?
You're fighting NATO.
Like vehicles wise, I should have said that, sorry.
NATO use fast-moving VIX, APCs, IFEs, so you won't find even tanks, but you won't find too many of them because they have to bring it all in via aircraft.
Right.
So only a handful.
Okay.
You said beach fortifications. Do we need to be concerned about naval assets also?
Negative.
Good.
Any other questions?
AA wise.
Unknown.
Okay.
Alright. Good luck, have fun. Make sure you set up how to do reinserts and shit. Your vehicles are limited. If you have any questions, I'll be on 5-0. Mission is a go.
Ground Charlie, troops in contact at the fob.
Good copy, Charlie. We're sending reinforcements to your position now.
Affirm. There are many coming from the west so far.
Copy.
Alright, so we're starting out with some recon groups.
Don't fall.
Fifth team to ground command. We are moving right now to help Charlie.
Also put some rifle squads down. Just put down, some extra for that security's sake.
Also here, ground. Which helicopter you want us in?
Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to roll over a tank and start blowing up that tower in a little bit.
Yeah, that one.
Middle one?
Yep. That has spinning blades, right?
There aren't pilots in the other ones, so good luck flying in those.
And those guys are already down. I'm gonna now start taking some fire
Vital
teams
team
and
to
sending them up.
ground command. We're actually going to secure LZ for you boys, and then move to Charlie.
Ground Charlie, we're currently clear contact for this temporary moment.
Copy that. So Vital team is going to secure LV.
Gotta find
Most of the contact looks like it's coming from the northwest and the northeast, but not directly from the north itself. It's a big open field to the direct north.
Infantry won't be an issue. AKA they won't spot it. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah, you'll be able to. All my stuff has opened up to T0. I got rid of those limitations a while ago. I still have them mentioned as T1 and T2 ops, but yeah.
Copy that.
Also, Meow, welcome back to watching Zeus stuff. So anyway, we got CSAT Special Forces, their ally. They're gonna basically recon stuff for
Alpha, you have my platoon medic with you, so we traded
but
essentially.
I'm gonna be... Basically, I've got like 20 minutes worth of harassment here. It's up to the players to actually get themselves sorted, but... What, the T key to get that?
Ground to any pilot, and is there anyone left to transport the rest of us?
This is JTAC negative. We have one Hawk providing gas to make sure our LZ is secure, and the other one is currently transporting 17 men to the field.
Have it up. We'll come back for you in the second trip. Good copy. That's fine.
Yeah, so this gun's gonna be a little
Good
bit of
copy,
a
Charlie.
bitch.
This is Viper Team 2 Ground Command. We scanned the LV on Site A. They're pretty good.
Normally want to find a spot to prone this thing, but
Ground Charlie, we have new contacts. About 2 squads and a pincer.
Good attack to
ooh,
Charlie.
that dropped him. That's gonna be a little left. Ooh, no, right on top.
Good attack to Charlie. Do you hear me?
Viper Team 2 Ground Command. From what it sounds like, Charlie's under engagement.
Copy, they are. If you could redeploy to them, that'd be amazing. If you're still scaring LZs, whatever. Do that.
Okay, listen,
Alright.
Site A is secure, you probably can land there. And LV second, LVCE.
Mohawk, move to LZ southeast close.
Yeah, we lost
Copy.
the-
CSAT team, just go support the FOB, either move into it or counterattack the attacking NATOs from either the south or something.
Yeah, so the main attack I want to come from this angle. I'm also going to have a far-moving rifle squad here, and then I'll eventually put out the APCs. Oh, that was close to where dudes are at right now. That was
Yeah.
a little inappropriate of me. That's okay. And we still have dudes back at the fob, and I've got a glitched out marker. Cool. Alright, now we're going to basically, I'm going to put some tank rounds by that tower to try to make them get out of that tower, but eventually I'll start hitting it with some big stuff. It's going to be out of the range of their AT. They're going to have to call an aircraft in to take that thing out.
This is Charlie. Do we have CAS available?
Yeah, oh yeah, Twitch blocks ad blockers. It's a pain in the butt. You got to keep updating the type of ad blocker that you have.
How's that, Cass? How are you doing?
Copy. We have contact to the northwest of the FOB in a cornfield. We
That's
need
the
a gun
first
round
shot
of
you
rockets
get.
on
It's
it.
free.
Copy. Holy, can you relay that to the pilots? To the pilot?
And I'm literally gonna... Ooh, that would have been bad. Guys, you're gonna want to get out of there.
Charlie, contact hostile armor heavy.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to HE.
It's the marshal with the big gun.
This is JTAC, Air Colonel with Marshal with Dagger.
Copy.
Viper Team 2 Ground Command, you have a rhino on you. Coming to the Charlie.
Yeah, so this is
Well,
HE, so I just made the that guy get killed.
So I mean more rhino.
Break.
Charlie gets
Hostile
west,
armor
Alpha,
bearing
approaching
3
from
4
south.
900 meters from the FOB. It is shooting at the battle tower. Battle tower is getting damaged.
JTAC to Mohawk. Marker Rhino 1 times enemy Rhino. How can you engage?
That did not work the way I wanted it to. Alright. And that was an aircraft engaging me. Alright, so friendly forces I've gotten in there. This group still being slow to go in, but
Thank you, Air.
slowly but surely.
Nice job.
Air is only going to have very limited ordnance in that regard. No, I don't think Air took it out. I think someone else took that out. That might have been the CSAT group. It was some sort of guided missile.
Ground, we're currently on east side.
Yeah, it
of
was this
South
group.
Ready,
Mhm.
Montrose.
Repeat last, you're coming in 1
They
by
didn't
5.
take anything guided.
Never mind.
Viper Team 2 Ground Command, can you tell me where you can get in contact from?
We have contacts to the southwest in a smoke cloud, danger close.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put AT in that tower. I want to try to take it out. Yeah, I just got taken out there. Great. Then let's see. Let's do an APC, a Marshal. And I'm gonna bring that puppy around, and in case it lives, I'll have it deploy countermeasures and drop a squad off in the open. Usually, again, like, there's very few routes that I can actually take to go up. This is like a really good comp position because it overwatches most stuff, but I don't have anything, you know, good for that. But I can also deploy a Panther out in the open. Get it behind these rocks and deploy a squad off there as well. The only real threat's gonna be that the technically IFV because it has the autocannon there, but also seeing a thermal camera go out from the helicopter, I believe. And then let me also, to make sure there's no complications with anything that happens at base, because you never know.
Hostile vehicle to west of Fob, click out. It's a Rhino, it sounds like. Yeah, it was moving north to south looking, it wasn't engaging, but be on the eyes over that.
So I think they're getting the rest of the force in
Ground
with the
to
second
Charlie.
helicopter.
How are you doing with the fob?
Looks like they wanted 2 pilots in the Wildcat, yep, so they can use the camera. Use it for a little bit of scouting, which again, makes sense.
Ground to Charlie, what's your situation?
Charlie is currently stable in the fob. We are taking sporadic contacts while we are able to clean them up most of the time.
Yeah, there's nothing I'm gonna be able to see
Copy
their
that.
name because they're staying off the top story.
But yeah, we're all green.
I just heard another explosion.
Awesome to hear.
I think that was just random cook-off from something. But yeah, this other helicopter's coming in. Oh no, the APC I think took out the helicopter.
Viper team to ground command. You have a marshal car from the west.
Oh, it was engaging.
Be careful.
So as this
Copy that,
freestyle
Viper.
crashes, as you can see, it works pretty well. But the pilot still went down. So if these guys have a
Alpha Bravo, what's
medic,
your
they
guys'
could go
situation?
over
Can we
and
get
send
that?
Break,
someone over.
hostile marshal west of Fob.
9263.
It's
And
just
they
right.
just got engaged by PCML. Nice. Yeah, freestyle, I'm looking into adding it to TSB main because, you know, it prevents the things from outright
Marshal to the
blowing
west
up,
of
and
Fob, taken
instead,
out.
you know, they land and then they're actually, like, recoverable. But if it keeps taking sustained damage as it's doing the crash landing, it'll then, you know, destroy and kill everyone inside. But now what needs to happen is, while we're sending attack waves in, they have to defend that cop while I send units from both cops, just in the form of rifle squads.
Viper team, could you possibly redeploy to find one of their staging points? Do you think you could take it out by yourself, or really need support?
They're not going to be able to take this out by
To one of the
themselves.
staging point.
For NATO, yes, so we can take it out.
I think we can
Actually, no, there's 5 of them.
Copy,
They
move
have a
towards the
Quillin, but it's
western-
the
or the
AT
eastern one.
variant.
Take that one out.
we prefer the west one, if that's fine.
It's
Yeah,
possible.
sure, whatever you prefer.
It's
Get
possible.
that out.
At least the one for the left. The one for the right, I'm gonna make it a little bit more difficult. Just in case. Yeah, exactly. Again, Mountain, like, I do use the public mod set to
Alpha,
test
what's your
smaller scale
situation?
things for
Alpha, yeah,
operations.
we're sitting a static compound, spreading contact, nothing threatening.
But that's the main attack done.
Copy. Since the compound is only sporadic contact right now, would you
They'll have
also
to see what
like
they
to
decide to do. It's like
redeploy
2
to
guys
take
are
out
running
the
over.
other
They
staging point?
might,
Which one do you want to
AT.
take, east or west?
The CSAT team is going for the west, so go for the east.
Copy that. Oh, question. Is the second deployment of, like, the second
I'm trying
helicopter
to move
already in?
that closer.
Yes, I've been redeployed. I've been oh.
So yeah, one helicopter's already down again. The reason it went down is because they went a little bit too close. Let me also bump up my render distance just for you guys.
Charlie, to everyone in FOB, we have 3 times friendlies outside the compound west. Don't shoot them,
How
please.
long left in the op? I mean, this is the beginning part out of 3. I mean, we're, I would say, technically in the second half of the first phase, but we started 20 minutes ago, so... I mean for this to go the full 2 hours, so... Say la vie. We'll see. If you want, sure, but... it's gonna be up to ground to sort you, because I'm busy doing this.
This is
Oh, we're
ground
seeing another
command. We're
attack
coming in
wave come
from
up.
your southeast right now, so be advised.
I really want to take that tower out, because I was supposed to, but I haven't had a chance yet, so this will be another... Ah, yes, the zoom-in glitch. Sometimes when you RC a unit, it doesn't let you scope in on their weapons. And it's an absolute pain in the butt. There we go. So quick RC out and in, which is why Arma Zeus cache is so great. Fix that. There's the tower. Oh. I mean, I've been engaging that all frickin' up, so if people were still up there, that's unfortunate.
Well,
I mean,
I
you can
warned
still
you.
get up there. Someone literally just said, well, I warned you.
Don't go up there, don't go up there.
Vital team to ground
That's
command.
No.
Repeat last.
Vital team to ground command.
Go for ground.
Yeah, this is why we key the
Okay,
server.
yeah.
So people don't join in with
We prefer
mods
that
to
you
reduce
first,
their weapon sway.
We prefer that you first clear the enemy contact that you have next to the base, and after you done
Weapon
with
sway in
that, then
Arma
we
is
can
pretty
take
terrible,
the
admittedly,
staging
but
point.
if you, like,
Yeah,
they've
from what it looks
balanced
like,
it
it's
out
still
over the
under
years to be
contact.
if you, like, prone your weapon or rest your weapon, like,
Copy.
you know, how you're supposed to, it
It doesn't feel
greatly
like we're under
lowers the
contact,
damn thing.
but I don't
Plus, with
see
Ace, you
anything,
can lower
so
the
I
weapon
think
sway, too, but
I got
Vanilla
a
can still
rocket
be a little
fly into
cumbersome.
your tower.
Okay, a rocket flew into our tower, but that was the only thing that's shooting at us.
Copy that. Are you going to push your guys right now?
Hold on, now we're taking contact. We're gonna clear the contact and then we'll push.
Copy that.
One team, size element northwest, firing rockets at 6. Bearing 300.
Ground, this is Delta. Be advised here, we have now 4 miles strong and ready for tasking.
Copy. JTAC, can I get a kilo sent to them to pick?
I'm also using Arma Zeus cache so I can quickly search things and get in and out of interfaces and whatnot.
Remember to everybody in the FOB, there's enemy contacts firing missiles at you in the wheat field. They're in 303 to the northwest.
Why do we have 2
This active
dudes out
Delta,
on their
are you
own?
at the US base?
Alpha moving out towards
They're
northeast.
part of Charlie.
Oh yeah, shit.
Vital team to ground command. Be aware you have a sniper team. Mark on map.
Copy.
Sniper team trying to crawl in closer. Red just got taken out.
Yeah, I lost red.
Cherry, this is Charlie. We have friendlies moving out to the northeast. Don't shoot them.
I was gonna do something, but it looks like it
Big
handled
rocket
itself.
Delta, you read?
We were also taking TCMLs from the west in the wheat field. We are dealing with the contact.
Now it's up to them to, you know, launch the counter attack here.
This is JTAC Denny 150. If you could relay to Delta, we can have Logi up to them, but apparently they can't hear me.
If they want to bring their Logi out to the FOB, I mean, I'm not gonna stop them, but if it gets engaged, that's their Logi for the op. So we got a squad pushing over here. I mean, I told them, like, the markers represent the staging points, or at least really close by, so. Nothing too bad. They marked the snipers. I got the snipers moving closer because I want to try to go prone right here and take some dudes out. But I like how this squad is being sent to go find that group, but they need to also take that one out. Because they've also got CSAT guys overwatching back here. I still want them to go in and do combat, but you know, if they want to play Overwatch for the entire op.
Charlie to whichever squad's in the smoke to the east side. Do you need any help?
Send in Goat Team 6. Cap giving Meowgun a
Holding on
sub.
right now,
Thank
we're
you for
gonna
that,
continue
Cap. I hope you
pushing
guys
there,
keep
so
enjoying the
backup
ops. Hope
would
you're
be
staying
nice.
safe among COVID. And I hope you get a
Say
kick
again?
out of this operation. It's
Alpha
been about
Gear.
5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, I'll be
Currently
spawning
on the
another
way,
rifle
pushing
squad to
towards the
send.
east staging point. Do we have like some squad, another squad as backup or something?
Alright, good copy.
Can you clear that contact, or do you need support?
Send in Goat Team 6.
We can try to. I cannot guarantee
Goats.
anything.
6
Get those
months.
guys in.
Copy.
And Deputy, thanks for the 6 months resub as well. I hope you
Charlie,
keep
can
enjoying
you
the
hire a couple
ops,
guys
and I hope
to go help
you
them?
get a kick out of this operation too.
Or
Alright, Marksman's
no.
up. Yes, subbing also gives you ad-free viewing. Trust me, if I could, I'd take the ads off of Twitch because, I mean, ad revenue is better on YouTube, but Twitch doesn't give me the option. The best I can do is,
This is
if I
ground. Do I
play
have
an
a
ad for
Bravo
everyone,
squad?
it disables the ads for
You
30
do,
minutes
that's
for
me.
whoever shows up.
Copy. Can you go support Alpha then?
Roger that. Let me support Alpha.
Thank you.
Vital to
Jet. Good eyes on them. They don't really, yeah, so they had a guy with a rangefinder up
Good
there, and I
copy,
guess he
Viper team. We will
coordinated
not
with some
shoot
other
you.
dudes to engage me immediately. Nice.
Remember the Alpha, where's your current position?
Yeah, I thought I just saw some blue on blue right there.
Alpha's on red smoke.
Red has died. I really
Never
don't know why
mind, that's
Falcon's
not
running
bad.
up here, but
Under red smoke.
okay, maybe they're scouting. I don't know, but now we have another squad being sent over to assist that attack wave. Now we have the CSAT guys coming around. Excuse me. But anyway, to everyone, I hope you're all enjoying the content. I hope you're all staying safe among COVID-19, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. So CSAT's being brought around. It's not that hard. I just have a, you know,
Vital team to Darkman. We're
HMG
moving
guy
to the
and
west
then
and
Hammond
staging
trucks
point.
and some surrounds.
Good
So.
copy, Viper team.
Detective Viper team, can you mark approximate location on map so we can assist you?
Public ops are
Copy
usually
that.
more
Remember, our marker
casual
going to be
than
in
what
global.
I normally
I
Zeus.
opened that
It's a
key
lot
also
more of
marker
just kind
global.
of downtime and letting the players kind of, you know, maneuver in a safer situation. Just so, again, players can learn more about Arma and do it a little risk-free, and then I can get them in situations like this where, you know, the AI don't really... I mean, this is just the AI in general, actually. They're not the best at knowing when to hold and engage and shit, but I can always RC them and then pop a few things. And I think one of them just threw one back. Yeah. Good headshot. But it looks like one of those grenades got melanized, but they still have their medic up and you can get anyone up in 6 seconds. So another 2 minutes and I'll send another attack wave in.
Killed your marksman friend. That.
Alpha and Bravo, what's your guys' situation there to the east?
Now you're hearing these guys engaging.
Alpha just had contact pushing through 500 meters from staging point.
We probably just caught up to Alpha.
I think I looked a little too far to the right. Yeah, they were. And that little dude, but they're doing a good job. I mean, that's a very hard target profile to see.
You're absolutely right.
And I mean, these guys are not even engaging back because they can't
How are you
find
doing
him.
on the staging point?
We just fucked the enemy squad. We good. We mark our position on map.
Copy that.
Yeah, but it's not close enough for my... I don't want that thing to be mobile, because when air goes by, it'll mess with them. And they also have their aircraft right here doing a high fly-in.
Over to Alpha.
Realistically...
You guys ready to move?
Moving.
JTAC, this is Alpha.
Yeah, now you're seeing the
3
infantry squad starting to
northeast of
engage.
your position by 300 meters.
Copy that.
Get him ranged out. Yep. You saw that little smoke come off? That's me hitting him. Wow, he wants to stay up there. I think he's auto-hovering, too. Yeah, so he's trying to pull it back. That's why you don't That's why you don't auto-hover! Woo! I hit one of the pilots in there, actually. Yeah, so, stray machine gun fire, I hit one of them, that's why it was being junky. So it wasn't auto-hover, it was,
ahead of you.
they stabilized it and the pilot got hit, so the co-pilot had to take over, and that's why you saw that maneuver done. Okay, I thought, because, you know, it's hard to tell based off of that, but, whew. Yeah, we hit one of the, we hit the main pilot, co-pilot had to take over the stick.
Ground, this is Delta. Be advised we are coming in from the southeast.
Good copy, Delta.
Charlie Ground, we have hostile contacts in the northwest in the forest.
Then they had
by
that
one
co-pilot
wheat
in
field.
there
We're getting
then,
a bunch
like
of
I
stuff there.
recommended, because otherwise that would have been another lost chopper. And that one wouldn't have freestyle
We
crashed,
have
that one would have
friendlies
just plummeted.
to the northwest.
Okay,
So it's been
think
another
I
few
saw
minutes and send another
hostiles
rifle
there.
squad up.
Copy. I
And
see
then this,
Falcon running
this
out in the
QRF
field in
team
the
I'm
open.
trying to have come in as well.
Copy, it was in the forest itself.
Priority ground, we've got light contact on the
Alright,
staging
so
point
I am
marker.
going to spawn some Panthers here. We're gonna have
Copy
another
that. Can you deal with it? Do you need
APC
support?
attack come in just to give these guys
Copy that. Clear it and then push to the point.
something to do.
Roger that.
Yeah, so he's landing, they're coordinating, they got a medic already out there. Good, I like seeing that style of communication. Because, you know, I'm not going to be able to catch everything on 50. Sometimes things are done on 5.5, which is the air-to-ground net. I very rarely put my ear on that one, but that also means, you know, JTAC communicating with his guys, which is great. So, they're counterattacking that position. I really
I should've
don't...
gone northeast. Hey man, I'm just vibing in the cornfields right now. Yeah, I'm gonna grab as much as I can also out here. There's a guy with a 338 out here because the ammo bearer had a 338 on him. Someone has a 338 Lapua out here. I need to find it.
Oh, he's way, and they're on ballpark. Normally I'd spawn someone prone in the field that he'd run into and I'd RC that guy and kill him off. But you know what? I'm gonna hold for now. I'm gonna make a different LW policy, lone wolf policy, excuse me. And you know, just get him killed off.
JTAC Alpha, can you update your position?
yeah, that happened. I'm like, I think Op 4 is gonna shoot him for being off on his own.
Vehicles or?
Alpha, we have found 3 enemy vehicles, 2 HAMATs and 1 armed
Charlie Vipers.
Tell them don't worry, we'll get Falcon up. Sorry about that, guys. Next up,
You're fine.
50%.
You're fine. He deserves a good shot. Thank you.
Viper's the high, how copy? Vipers, this is high, how copy? Galil.
Yep.
Don't medic him.
Yes, I'm wearing CT.
Too late, never mind.
You don't want to medic him for some reason.
Oh, we're taking contact to the northeast.
Oh, okay.
And plus, what I'm doing.
Why shouldn't they medic him, Liru?
Scavenging the rocket.
Because he's off on his own away from everybody else.
Copy.
But it's too late now.
So they want us to take him down?
Negative. Continue on task out.
Copy.
Gonna give a more roleplay reason, but
They attacked Alpha Bravo.
whatever. Win some, you lose
You
some.
can, we're going to be probably moving out to the next set of objectives. If you can't make it all the way back to the central fob, I've made LZ east for you.
Roger that, Tech.
Alpha Gear, we have some
No, 'cause
helmets
he's
over
running
here.
back
We should
now.
be fine to get back first.
Viper team 2, can I recommend well push into the staging point right now?
Copy that, Vipers. Take that
That's
thing out,
not
please.
what I told you to just do. Can you please go do
Affirmative
what
to
I want you
JTAC.
to
We're
do?
gonna
Thank
go
you.
to the LZ East.
Copy, understood. Moving 1 times Mohawk to LD east.
Roger that.
Be advised, Alpha has appropriate 1 times enemy helmet. Transport.
Alpha is using 1 times helmet for transport, copy.
You in the right, Bravo?
Okay. Watch this. Really, really simple tactic. Okay, or you don't want to do it for me, that's fine. I can just... The hell? Oh, because he's turned out. Now he should be able to. There we go. Alright, fun fact. If they're turned out, you can't make them do smoke measure stuff. Good to know. I'll set him as a wear right there. I'll put him on that side. And I want them to escort the infantry going in, so...
Bravo's also at LZ East. Green smoke on the LZ.
I'm pulling security to see that smoke in the distance.
Grenade
How...
launcher, it's the friggin' Merkaba with no turret.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second. Hold on here.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5.
I don't think something's 100% correct
visual
here.
on contacts northeast
Now,
by the
I
hunting
could
tower.
be wrong. I could definitely be wrong here, but something doesn't seem right about this scenario here. I can't put my finger on it. You know, like he's just, It's a very strange situation. Okay, now he's down, but he's like, huh.
Another one, 002.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Second Bobcat north.
It's very interesting.
Viper team 2, can I recommend we engage an enemy vehicle to the northeast?
If I were to take a guess, because Big Duncan's a late joiner,
Is it?
I
can
think
you take it, or do you need
for
support?
whatever reason, the battle tower is still rendered
I'll tell you
for
in
him
1
because he
minute.
was on the server when it was
Copy
destroyed.
that.
Which is weird because that's
We are
not
being
how
assaulted
the
by
buildings and
multiple
armor are
Bobcats
supposed
at
to
this
work
time,
because
so
the buildings are
support
only
may
supposed to
be
be
delayed.
server side.
Copy.
But for whatever reason, I guess he just gets an extra copy of all the buildings. Again, this is one of the really rare glitches you find in Arma, but because it's, you know, they're all rare glitches, they happen all the fucking time. Ay, ay, ay. How's that Vic doing? Alright, she has some moderate damage. I'm gonna reposition her. It's a feature, absolutely. Alright, so they have, it looks like they're missing one, but that's because they might have a full Vic in there. and it looks like the Vipers are trying to engage this other position. But we're wrapping this one up. This one took a little more time than I thought it would, but that's okay. The next two should be done back to back. There's not really too much here.
Contacts in the wood, rest milk marking in position.
I think the crew guy just got out and repaired it. Nice.
Charlie G, check. We have infantry marked by red smoke in the forest.
That was close, because I was starting to get grenadier rounds walked in there.
We're going back to the,
And I did just get some hits there, too. But she's okay, but yeah, no, that one round definitely hit her. Whew. Alright, that was the major attack.
Bravo Alpha, how are you doing with that?
Go ahead, delete most of the bodies right there. Keep the ones that were still visible to that guy.
This is JTAC. They got done with it and are back at the central.
Oh, good copy.
And it's been those 5 minutes again, so we're gonna do another rifle squad. Did you try to put
Viper,
AT
how are you
on this
doing with
guy?
staging point? Did you clear that vehicle?
Just they
look like
haven't,
we
they should
killed
have
that thing.
gotten him.
Repeat last.
Even if they didn't, it was
Maybe
like a
just
cloud.
blow up the
or
Hammett.
Well, which remember, were we meant to get dropped off the power plant?
No.
Yeah, no one's recon that area out, and I got a lot of
I'm
guys
assuming we're going to consolidate before removing.
out and about. What I'm also gonna do real quick is I want to add something to this AO. Just a
Ground Charlie, what
defensive
is the current plan? Are we going to be pushing out anytime soon?
Yes, as soon as that western staging point's down, we will be leaving the fob and pushing the power station.
Viper team to ground command. We need support on the west flank. We're getting heavily engaged. We're only 5 guys onto the line.
Copy that. Alpha, go support them.
Being an adult with responsibilities sucks.
Yeah, oh, Bad Wolf, I agree. As an adult with responsibilities, it does quite suck. But thanks for the 30-month resub nonetheless. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you're getting a kick out of this one and staying safe on COVID. Alright, so, to explain what I just did real quick, I remote hit him. He got killed as soon as I RC'd, so I just RC'd another unit to make sure I could still move around because I hate that glitch. Yeah, so it looks like Karin just ran off on foot, and he's fine. If I knew he was going to do that, I would have held on deleting the bodies, but... What responsibilities are you having to deal with, Bad Wolf? What is paining you these days?
Alright,
I think we're all in the same boat. There's, well, no, I have some fans that are still young. But I would assume most of my, both players and viewers are all stuck in that same branch. Alright, so these guys I'm literally going to have run back into that town. Election fatigue, COVID fatigue, yeah, especially if you're an American. Both of those are a lot worse right now than any other country. I wish I was joking. That's okay. I mean, we've got video games and comedians and food and all the other stuff we know and love to help us get out of those situations, you know? So let's just enjoy the good times while we can. And one more week, we probably get to play Arma IRL.
Viper JTAC, we are having a Hellcat coming in. They'll be able to support you. Where are the contacts from you?
But it is possible.
This is Viper. The contact is coming from the northeast. If you look on the map at the V mark, so it's going to be more to the north. I'm going to mark it with the red circle.
How did Bobby injure Calum? Oh, because Calum was off on his own.
I marked it.
So normally, yes, I agree in Falcon and Calum situations. Yes, they're wearing friendly camo, but at the same time, if you're off on your own, I don't like. I don't get why people bitch, you know? Because it's like, you shouldn't have shot me. It's like, well, you shouldn't be out there in the first place, you know? And Calum was walking there because he wasn't picked up in the chopper. Well, what should have happened was either people should have gotten in a Vic and driven back, or more people should have stayed behind to cover him. So, I don't get it. Just, people like to always bitch and complain. That's the real answer.
Alpha, J-Tech, what's your position?
Alpha, here we
And
are.
then me being the Zeus, I gotta deal with it.
Copy, understood.
If a medic doesn't get stuck in a fucking Hesco.
On the pistol.
Viper to Crown Command, we really need support right now. Preferably a squad.
Yep, they're on their way.
What they can always do is they can mount a fire team and the smaller helicopter and go drop it in immediately, but... this guy being the last dude. Will also, fall back. Jeez, I was thinking this would take 30 minutes, not 45, but hey, again, c'est la vie. I already told the T3s we might have to push their op back a little bit, but...
Viper here, Alpha, where's your position?
Viper, be advised, Alpha's coming in to support you in a helmet.
Wherever to Alpha, can you turn your voices off picking up enemy weapons, please?
Oh, yeah, he did have an enemy gun.
All call signs, do not pick up enemy weapons. We're having PID issues as it is.
That's why I shot him.
Copies.
Viper, J-Tech, if you can consolidate, my helicopter says
Jeez,
that there are
pilot
enemies
dead
literally between your team.
Pilot situation, one of the co-pilots got shot, actually no, so one Vic is, destroyed. It's still technically salvageable, like, very, very barely. That's because, Marshall came around and shot him with the autocannon because it was on this road, and they were basically hovering right here.
West staging.
This one, co-pilot got shot, or main pilot got shot out, co-pilot had to take control, they were able to land and get him back up, and then the Mohawk they're using for transport took one or two 20mm grenade rounds from a grenade machine gun from Panther, because they were landing right behind, like right here where an active firefight was going, so.
Oh, that. Oh, that's not even.
You have.
That's why you should take his gun. That's entirely your fault. Hell, you might get shot when you walk back in the base.
Like, look at this. This is a fair enough reason to be shot. That is also a fair enough reason to be shot.
I mean, I'm worried.
Okay.
So I think they're landing this back here to, I think, deploy Calum. Yeah. He could land closer, but I think he's also
Charlie
being
Delta,
more
we're going to be moving towards the
distant
power
because
station.
of the
All Alpha
grenade
and
machine
Viper
gun.
finish up clearing the staging point. So regroup your squads and get ready to move.
Private copies.
Here. Brown, this is high. How copy?
Good copy.
Roger, be advised. My commanding officer's breathing down my neck and needs to redeploy you. The mission will end in an hour and 10 minutes, because you'll be deployed elsewhere. Over.
Good copy, hi.
Well, I think
I could see this getting done in 30 minutes and this getting done in 30 minutes. In this AO, I'm going to send the Pawnee from over here.
Are we walking there?
No, you're supposed to.
I don't want to, but we're not going to.
Here's what I'm going to do. We're gonna mortar this position to destroy these vehicles. And I do have a mortar back up there. I think it's that one, or no, it's that one. So.
Bravo and Charlie will take the first helo, and then Clinton Ground will take the second helo over to the power station.
Yeah, I'm gonna quick barrage over here, so this will be a whistle.
Charlie Ground, are we going in helicopter?
Yes, Bravo and Charlie will be taking the first helicopter.
Copy.
I will be going with you if there's space, but I'm not sure there will be.
That's so they don't just go to the staging points, take those Vics, and move on, you know? I hope he found his gun back. Yes, he did, and he's running back. Cool. But they're, I think, getting this group in to go recon this LZ.
Bravo's fully loaded.
They don't have an LZ marked yet, though. Interesting enough. So, let's see. In terms of body cleanup.
Viper team to Ice Dragon.
Alpha here, no contact.
I'll wait till they leave the AO.
Copy that. Did you see that? I think that should enough.
I didn't see anything, I just heard idea.
Yep, I think it's a great chance we already clear everything there.
Alright. Any slots left? Yes, but it's up to ground command to sort people now because I'm busy with the AO.
Yeah, be careful from the IT.
Yeah, I believe they have a full bird in here. We can, of course, quickly check.
Bravo and Charlie, once you land, just secure the landing point for the rest of the forces.
Yeah, look at
Copy. Charlie has two.
What we can also do is do this.
Bob.
Copy.
Yeah.
We'll take
There's
them with
about
us
2
on
squads
the
worth of
second
dudes
trip.
in there.
Copy.
They're gonna have to pick a safer LZ, because if they land closer, they risk getting hit. But if they were to land by these areas, I do have AT, and I will RC it and blow up their place, because of how things are. So these guys are safe, I can pull them away. And I think this group is gonna wait for an LZ.
Alpha, we've seen nothing to north, we're gonna pull back to our hammock.
They have a hammock, apparently. Which makes sense, that's what they use to, yeah, pull up there in the first place, instead of having air go up and grab them. They have LZ wet and LZ backup. The issue with wet is if the car's over here, I will have it track down that Vic and take it out. Alright, like timing-wise, that's plain as day right there. Wait, why did the... Oh, you... I hate it when they do that. And that was because they were both selected. And I probably just lost the 5-second window to engage that helicopter.
And Viper, how's it going with staging point? Have you cleared it?
West staging point is empty, currently returned to Ovic.
Copy.
From my opinion, the point is
Oh yeah, I hear it.
Good copy.
Viper team is already leaving the area.
Copy. For the power station.
Copy that.
Or you can push the kilos and see how it's going there, if you want. Up to you, Vipers.
Charlie will be keeping LZ security until second helo comes in.
Bravo's
Good
also
Charlie.
LZ security. Barrow's going to push towards the power plant.
Okay, I use that tree as a brake.
Copy.
Here's what I'm gonna do. That's a decent spot. Car parked right there. Okay, it wasn't them that just tried to hit me, but something. I'm gonna redeploy that car back there. We're gonna do a helipad invisible. Right here. And I'm going to get a group loaded up in that chopper. Yes, carbon is GC.
Alpha, how long until you're back at the fob?
And I'm gonna keep that back there. That should be a decent Vic is going.
We're holding up Bravo Max for now. We're going to
They're
wait
leaving that area, so I'm gonna start deleting bodies.
Good copy. Alpha, you might have to drive to the power plant. I don't know if there's probably not going to be room for you on this helo. And if you can take the helmet if you want, or you can wait for another helo.
So they have multiple Mohawks.
What do you want to do?
Like, they have the means to get everyone in one swoop. They're just deciding on only taking singular assets.
That's solid.
And there could have been different ways to do this. They could have had CSAT recon the LZ instead, but instead they reconned it via air. Actually, they didn't really do any recon on this LZ. They just went in assuming it was okay, which is not what you want to do.
We've got an ETA on how long the hell is going to be at the LZ.
And if that Vic goes around again, I will engage the shit out
Ground
of it.
to Alpha, we will be pushing towards the power plant and the helicopter now. You can either wait at the fob and we'll send the helo back for you, or you can drive there now if you would like. Your decision.
Copy, we're on the way, cameras.
Copy.
And I'll be bringing in rifle squads. I'm going to set the rifle squad in here because we know they landed back there. It's a little meta for me to know that because I didn't hear it as I was pushing it down, but at the same time, it's one of those administrative decisions I make as I used to say, well, if I didn't have the tech issue, I would have been able to follow that completely because if we were watching that chopper go in, I would have been able to keep hearing it. It happens, c'est la vie, but, you know, I just trust my own judgment in that sense. I'm gonna set that squad up over there, and then that chopper will pull back. Please tell me you have a full box in here. Crap, 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 crap on a fucking cracker. This is what I was worried about.
Viper to LE, that is a friendly vehicle on the pitch. Don't shoot them.
Ground to ground command, can we start pushing in?
Sure, if I got anyone in that barrage. Get his anti-torque out a little bit,
can we
but
start
that was
pushing
it.
in?
Yes, begin your push.
Roger that.
Larry, I'm dead. I'm out.
I'm dead, I'm out. Alright, I'm gonna pull them into the AO to keep them mobile.
Someone get him up.
Alright, Charlie is full strength. We're gonna start pushing.
Copy. Delta, and stick with ground here. We're going to be a support element for them. Yes, Bravo and Charlie to push together to take the power plant. Do not destroy it.
Charlie, copy.
Viper,
Their
what's the
Vic just got
situation?
taken
Do you
out.
want to push the power plant with us, or do you want to push for the helos and recon that?
Alright, I'm gonna push them back here.
Ground
Actually,
Viper.
we'll push them over here. It looks like the engine block got shot out. The medic's
Ground
down.
Viper, how copy?
That's not good, but at least this Vic will come by. Let's see if that helicopter has landed. It should have by now. Okay, it didn't want to land.
I think we have a vehicle behind us on the road. This is also
Copy, get your AT
Bravo.
on it.
I don't know if they unloaded a guy and it caused the Vic to Arma and explode. All I know is main gunner shot in that direction. It is possible to blow these Vics up with 50 cal because there's no armor on the engine, and I've done it before. So it either way, that's what I'm gonna go with. Again, it could have been Arma, could have been that, but I don't know. It's a weird, again, like, I gotta trust my own judgment here, but I know they can adapt. They'll stabilize these three, grab the LR off of Galil.
Yeah, on our shoulders. Wait, what?
Or they'll have to go run in there and try to, actually no, because they have different nets,
At
but
the ground, we got Ghost Hawk coming in.
they're gonna probably have this helicopter come in and help them.
Southwest, I believe.
Copy,
I'm gonna
southwest.
get that Pawnee ready to
Charlie
go.
taking contact from the west.
Copy.
Dude. If I see rockets landing here again, I'm gonna make explosions go off, because I told them not to fucking destroy the...
Alpha's on the way.
Alpha, what direction are you coming in from?
I'm gonna have them go engage that Vic. Yeah, it worked. No, it did. Okay, no, Alpha, they got notice, so yeah, they'll be able to bring their, medic over and engage.
Charlie's pushing through contact.
Copy.
And now the chase begins. They're gonna be faster than me.
Spotted a hostile Little Bird circling our area.
Copy. Do you have any ways to deal with Little Bird?
At this moment, not really. It's a little far.
Copy.
This is Vital Team to ground command.
Go for ground.
Vital Team got armored, but we managed to recover. Right now with, I think Alpha. No, sorry, Bravo.
Wait, what? Repeat that?
Okay, again.
I waved them off because I don't want them to blow up the objective.
Vital Team got Arma, but we recovered. Right now with Bravo Team.
You're with Bravo right now.
Not with Bravo.
Sorry, my mistake, Alpha Team.
Let me guess, he still has the NATO gun. Yep, he's got the NATO AT. And... nothing I can really do about that. Alright, I'm gonna send these guys in to be basically a CAS assist weapon. I'm gonna use the miniguns on them.
Ground to Alpha and Viper.
The big boy. Oh, no,
Ayla, move up. He's dead. I really need to ask them if she can redo the script so they can't speak when they're
Alpha here, Beer.
dead.
We have arrived on front lines with Delta. I mean, the fucking Viper team.
That's the helicopter, right? Yeah, that's this one. Alright. Give me the left.
Hey, Alpha
gunner.
and Viper, both of you remount up. You're gonna go recon the helo and have fun with that? Yeah, that's what you're gonna go do now.
What?
Alpha and
That
Viper
is
team
not
are
the
gonna
direction
go
I
over
wanted you to
to the
take.
destroy helo mark and recon that.
I don't think we need Alpha. Viper can do it ourselves.
Copy that. Alpha, you're joining the assaulting force. Vipers, go do that.
You want Alpha on the power plant, right?
Yes, you're assaulting the power plant with all the other squads.
Ghost Hawk is circling and strafing us.
Good copy. Can someone deal with that?
Wow, this actually doesn't have that much ammo.
Alpha to any squad, do we have a way to deal with the Ghost Hawk?
Delta has AT. We can try and get it on it.
Bravo's AT's trying to get it.
Copy, both do it,
We're
just
doing
take it
our
out.
Man, if only they had some sort of aircraft
Ghost
that
Hawk
they could
down,
use
Ghost
to,
Hawk
Oh shit, no, they actually got it.
Ghost Hawk right down.
Fucking beautiful, good job.
Right off the ground command, we are going first to the
I
base.
love
We need to get
Arma
the vehicle
physics.
because we don't have enough ammo with us.
Charlie is
Copy
pushing
that.
through the smoke towards factory. Sorry, power plant.
Isn't that beautiful? You think it's gonna make it to
Ground
the
to
water?
high.
It just
How are we
might.
looking on time?
Woo. Ground, is this high? You still have about 50 minutes over. Send in go
Good
team
copy.
6. Still spin it at the end. That was cute. Yeah, Fire, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one.
It's not every goal again.
Viper to all teams, we took a prowler, so don't shoot us.
Alpha to Alpha Viper to attack.
Oh god. Who threw that explosion? My thing died.
You're fucking kidding me.
Okay, so someone ran out of smokes and just pressed
Contact southeast as well.
medic down.
There's a guy to the south.
They took
We
out
need
the
a medic at the
with their
factory
grenades.
behind it.
This is Alpha second. 2IC. Squad leads down for now.
You don't want
Copy
an
that.
FPS, dude. That's
Keep
your
me informed
problem.
of how your squad's doing, if you need support.
Roger.
They have third person, but I'm not gonna.
I don't know why, but the FPS should die.
You guys good? No, you're fucking
Hey.
Like 30.
Got a lucky headshot on me. I got him. Oh man, but look at what those 2 grenades did. And then I dropped one of the dudes.
Do.
Oh shit.
Right, I'm working holy.
Ground right now.
Got ground. Working on him.
Yeah, so I think he's glitched out from being in that animation. Yes, that's the Prowler they took. I actually don't know where it is.
Remember, I fell back.
And then we have a dude bleeding out back there. We're gonna start getting these groups in. Let me set them. Oh, no, they're being engaged. I don't see any CSAT symbols on the Prowler, so one second. No, they're on a new Quillin, so the, okay, it's the... I thought the CSAT guy's doing it, but no, they commandeered it and they're using it somewhere else. I just am blind.
If this guy, I know this one's dying.
Go help people.
He's gonna stabilize your ass. Never mind, I guess you're gonna die. I don't have a stabilize.
Coming up to you.
You got it.
Yeah, it's the power of one dude in a corner, because people sometimes do not check those corners. Here it is. It was taking 50 cal off of the power station.
Ground 2 squads, how are you doing on men? And do any of you need whatever?
Good shots. Yep, got one. Yeah.
Yeah, I got big, but I wasn't able to get the MG. And they've got that cleared out. I got one last guy over here. I'll take this guy's AT. If it doesn't decide to glitch the heck out. That turret. Oh, that was a mess.
Charlie's evacuating from the power plant. There is unknown explosions.
Good copy.
All right. I think you can be... I can say that I was more than fair with, where I put that AT. Group myself real quick.
Ground, be advised, Delta's cleared out Delta pause. We have 2 hammers here for transport if needed.
Copy that.
I always love tagging the ones that run out in the open. Ice Dragon, who's part of a different group.
He's over here.
Oh, Kiss? Yeah, I did something else.
Got a man down on that static. They'll be able to unload him off of that.
Long time no see.
And the medics are still working on these dudes back here. So, that's that area secured. I'm having this fire team come back as well.
Compound is secure. We have some contacts to the southwest, but we should be able to just clear them out quickly.
Copy that. Clear that contact and then get ready to move. We're going to push towards the helo.
And then here's a mortar position that CSAT might be able to take. I'm gonna have this puppy circle. And this thing I'm just gonna have fly out and about. Yeah, so far so good. Pretty decent AO. All of this I lost track of it. I'll keep the AI there for the sake of ambiance, but... Actually, I could do it. Yeah. These guys I'm just gonna have to pull back because they are stupid. And they don't want to go on the offensive. I'll go ahead and delete that since there was an airstrike again on the power station, but it was close.
Ground Charlie. Ground Charlie, contact clear at silo, ready to push.
Copy. We're waiting for a helo.
Copy.
Viper, how's it looking at the helo mark? Have you reached it?
Ooh, Larry just took 3 hits to the face and ate it like nothing. Scuttling these. Ooh, that was quick. I wanted to quickly try to scuttle that. Medic's still up, just got Azariah up as well.
Brown, question, who's getting in this first helicopter landing?
Good question.
see if I can steal their bag.
It'll be Alpha and Bravo.
Alpha,
well, if Alpha wants to drive, Alpha can fucking drive, but we're up. Okay then, Bravo and Charlie.
Just so you know, you're going to be driving through the entirety of enemy-infested
Charlie getting
land
helicopter.
to get to the source of Helo's marker.
Let the helo
It's free real estate. There's a prowler right there they can take, though, to at least drive around. Because I know the only radio they have is one for
this chopper that's going away.
Yes, I don't know what it's doing, but yes.
And same for Charlie.
Ooh, they just tried to AT me, too.
Viper team to ground command. We just took enemy motor position. Going to mark it on map.
Good copy.
Ground here, Alpha, question where you want us to go for rally or LC or
Yeah,
something?
this was a other position, so I didn't go to it immediately.
Charlie's mounting helo.
I was mounting.
Only Bravo and Charlie mount this helicopter. There's not enough room for everybody.
Alright, we're gonna play around the Pawnee too.
Viper here, Alpha, be advised. We're coming up from the southeast of Behemoth. Please don't shoot us. Uncovered one.
You got dropped. Yeah, it's not armed though, but I mean, this will at least give him an opportunity to skedaddle out of there.
Engagement.
Alright, so I'll keep that Hemet there in case they want to use it again, plus I got no mortars to blow it up.
Viper team to ground command.
But they do have Vix here if they want to,
What? Repeat?
Viper team to ground command.
Good copy. Go for ground.
After we took the motor position that is marked on map, we got engaged by enemy bird in the sky and vehicle. So we fucking off from the area, but I think there's more fortification on the beach.
Copy that. Yep, that's an optional objective. I don't think
oh yeah, no, I know their armor's
we'll
OP, that's why it's,
yeah, we're
only a
already killed
treat if
one
it's
motor
used.
position there.
Copy. Yeah, just pull back. We're gonna take the helo position now.
Hey, look at that.
Alpha here, we have eyes on Purple 400 foot currently shooting Upper Mohawk. Nice to notice that. And Chinook taking off from the destroyed Eagle space.
Unescorted helicopter. Hasty. Oh, yeah, no. But yeah, no, Viper stuff is very overpowered. Some of them were grabbing NATO chest rings, too. Don't do it, buddy. I got rockets, too. Oh, dear. I didn't do that one to him.
Also here, we're currently engaging the enemy handle point. Could use some help up here. Position mark.
Yeah, the chopper that was coming to support you may or may not have been shot down.
Oh, bullshit. I did not shoot that down. He totally pancaked that one.
So
the Mohawk can outrun a little bird.
We right now in the HQ1. So HQ3.
Keep in mind, we're not on your side.
Yeah, so that little bit of fire in his foot finally cooked it off. But...
all friendly just died on the ground command?
I don't know where they died. I just know that they died.
Copy that. Looks like we have enemy.
Good shot.
E3.
That was
the
Falcon with the
on the
Maz.
map there. Black circle.
Copy that.
But yeah, you know, it helps to recon the LZs here. Also, I meant to spawn in some infantry.
To the AO, or to the helo in a comment.
But I'll let them get that LZ. That one for free. That helicopter's gotten out of the AO.
Found more friendlies. This is Viper team. We found the survivor from the crash.
And the other Vic just got auto-cannoned. Looks like there was a medic still up, so he was able to get most of these guys up and kicking. But, whew. Again, this is the power of the frickin' medical system we have. If one medic survives, he's able to get everyone back up. And
This is Bravo. We're currently
maybe the CSAT medic got the medics up for them to get everyone up, but
towards the objective.
Good copy, Bravo.
But I'm gonna have some defensive groups now go over to
What's
check
the
out
status
that
of Charlie,
crash
do you know?
site stuff.
Charlie's green.
Oh.
And we should be able to make this on time. But I'm not going to bring in any additional QRF. I'm just going to...
Viper team position is marked on the map with VIP.
Well, yeah, no. If you're doing airborne stuff, you generally want to escort your aircraft. The only reason I engaged their thing coming in, I didn't even realize that helicopter was going to be there. I RC'd it because I wanted to see if I could catch a NATO Vic out of position. You actually saw the NATO Vic coming down the road. I was going to then strafe at it, but instead I saw the helicopter. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go for that instead. So again, just adding stuff to add in the debrief here. Oh yeah, not air. You're right. Air assault would be a better term for it. Because airborne is more so jumping out of helicopters. You're right. Thank you. What's that? But we got one squad in here. I'm gonna attack them with a squad going in. Yeah, exactly. Key difference. But regardless, with air assault, you want to have the armed choppers escort the unarmed choppers. Because what would have happened was I would have broken off from if the Wildcat was escorting, I would have broken off from engaging, or if at least the Wildcat came in to try to engage me, I would have then started engaging it instead.
Yeah,
because I tend to be very
Charlie and
easygoing about that. Like,
good copy.
Alpha, are
you know, it would be debatable just threw a smoke grenade out there. I got caught in the tree. Nice. You know, it would be debatable if the pilot in that instance would keep going for the transport chopper or the armed chopper. I'll go for the armed chopper because, you know, it gives a cool dog fight to the other crew.
The friendly forces we're using the vehicle.
But yeah, the only AA, if they asked me what AA I'd have,
good copy, Viper.
Left it unknown to them, but I'm not going to put a Tigris with, like, lock-on AA from, like, 3 clicks away at him. Even though I should, but, you know, again, it's all about ease of... reference. Alright, I thought we had an angle on that thing, but
Hey, Bravo and Charlie, you have enemy to
we
southwest.
did not. We're
Be careful.
engaging these infantrymen over here.
Oh, copies.
Adav just bled out, I believe, and you got this car now running in as well. One issue, though, is I have this one Marshal here to play defensive, and I'm also going to get this Chad in the minigun. And make sure he's set to fire at will. Well, I don't want to tell them what they're fighting all the time. I want them to... It's me trying to encourage them to do their own recon, too, you know? And then we got these guys finally getting back into this AO here. So I'm going to send that one around. These two I'm just going to delete. That's a body. I'll go ahead and take care of that, so... Then back there and killing that LZ, I'll go ahead and get rid of... This could be messy because that's a 50 cal turret and that will shred that truck. But we should still be on task here to finish this up at 215. Oh.
So I'm not hearing anyone on 50. I'm sure my radio must be broken.
They're probably gonna get behind that house.
No, you're fine. Right now, Vital Team is with Alpha supporting them.
Understood. Black line has cover. I'm following that. Take it to do whatever.
Be careful, there's enemy force inside the yard. I'm going to mark them on map.
This is ground.
Alright,
we
that's
just
3.
ran up on an enemy fob to the southeast of the objective.
I'm sorry, east of the objective.
Viper to all forces. If you look on the map, I drew the circle.
See if they pop their smokes.
Approximate the enemy position.
And as I say that, I'm actually seeing some smokes getting launched. Good smoke throw. That completely obscured. Was that you throwing a smoke? God damn it. Yeah, at least the medic Seymour's still right there, so he'll be able to get those guys. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and fuel this thing up a little bit. And I'm going to shift the direction it's facing.
Yeah, there's a marshal in there.
I'm not in the driver's seat, I'm in the commander's seat, so I'm gonna...
Charlie, active marshal.
The controls
objective,
were being
active marshal.
finicky, so... I'm just turning her around so she aims a bit easier. Now you got the minigun Quill in here engaging. AT just took that puppy out. And you still got these guys dealing with that group
Marshal
down there. The minigun spraying this area down. It manages to take Brett out, who I believe is who they were trying to engage there. More AT just came in as well. But otherwise, I mean, the player base, the only one that's having trouble is this group. They got pinned. They're now engaging the
Vital Team
mobile
to
troops.
focus with THG forces.
I can see his little radio
So be
right
aware.
there.
Call for the best pronunciation.
He just got friendly fired. I love this game.
Get right up, was pushing like 100 meters south.
Good copy, we're pushing to the southwest from your marker.
Alright, and yeah, 30 minutes to go. Everything's pretty well secured. I think
Charlie, starting pushing countdown.
I think we're on good time here. Air didn't really get that
Probably
much in
since
terms
they're
of
checking
strikes,
down.
but
Watch your fire inside.
they were just playing more defensive because they didn't know the AAA situation, so it's understandable. I think if Air could have been a little more aggressive with this one, but it
Helipad
depends
clear.
on the pilot, you know? They're laughing about something over there.
Vital Team to Crown Command, we're pushing to the town right now. The one with the red mark on that.
I couldn't resist. I wanted to at least blow one guy up. Again,
Copy.
they're medical, he'll get up in 6 seconds, but I wanted to at least do that. Alright, so CSAT will get their car back. Why not just call it the Danish Army? Because then I have
Delta
people
inbound to
go,
push into
oh,
the
why
town
are
from
you
the
using
southeast.
this gun for the Danish army? Blah 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 blah.
Copy. Just
Why do
target
they have these
another
vehicles?
objective.
I just say what the map is. I say that's the
Viper,
defense
you
force
cleared
of the
the
map,
beachhead?
and I just say the gear for
The
vanilla.
beachhead?
I'd rather say that
We only
because then I'm
kill
still
one,
technically correct, and people who want
one
to
artillery
debate
position. We
specifics
cannot
with
confirm
me,
the
who
beachhead
I
is
don't want to
clear.
debate with,
Copy that.
I don't have to deal
But
with their whining.
HQ3, the one with the green circle about that, is clear.
Hey, Khalil.
Copy.
Because I have some sticklers in
Charlie
TSB,
Brown, where
but
he wants
on
to
the
go.
internet, oh, it's even worse.
Your phone marker has a real lack of fob.
So head southwest of the fob in town.
That grenade machine gun, man. Yeah, that's up there. Powdering the shit out of that position.
I don't know, but
He was using the 50 cal on me. Ouch.
Copy. We're gonna just clear this town and the objective. That's the plan right now.
Alright, that's GG.
This is Jake.
Well, I can see why they want to use the 50. It's
Are there anyone in the
because
town?
it's an insta-kill.
Yeah, we have friendlies in the town.
Except on the arms and legs. Yeah, I will still be able to tank that.
Look like.
Green on green.
Is there anyone in the eastern fob?
Eastern fob has been cleared.
Seriously, dude, looks so much
This
like
is
enemies there.
J-Tac.
What's
Still beach fortification.
Dodge fob to the northwest. They added for some reason. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah, we lost it earlier. We
Yeah,
lost it earlier.
it's still
We traded it for 3 mortar kills, so...
Special
Sounds like people overall enjoyed it.
Target ground.
Go for ground.
I don't know about the Viking helmets, but I know there are melee mods.
We got time. We can clear the beachhead.
Good.
Copy, don't start moving that way.
Break. All forces, this is high. Beach objective was already cleared by Vipers. All objectives complete. Stand by, friend.
And copy.
Oh, we actually got everything. Nice.
Again, I could easily mod this and, you know, make a Danish defense force, but the whole point about the public op is only to put in a few mods that are more like
free
slice
kills.
of life.
Wow.
Instead, it's for, you know, people who are newer to Arma. This is a slot that, you know, shows them a little bit of Arma, a little bit of TSB. Tries to make everything a little more smooth.
Well.
The hell
I would just like to say formally, please stop dying.
Alright, so, here's what I'm gonna say, guys. Overall, that went really well. You, were a little slow on the first objective, but you rallied, got things done, and, yeah, overall nitpicks I have is number 1, if I tell you not to blow up a power station, doing rocket runs on said power station is a really bad idea. Had you done, one more, I would have blown it up and failed you on that one, so, you know. Don't do that. Number 2, being on your own by yourself or with one other guy when you're supposed to be in like a squad of 8, or being having enemy gear, be that vests, guns, launchers. At that point, it's not really your fault if you get shot. I know PID is a thing, but you know you're making yourself a target by either being alone and way off, or you know, having enemy gear on in the first place. If you get into a situation where you could be alone, I would recommend you don't. There's ways to circumvent it. You know, helicopters can take 2 trips. You can commandeer vehicles, drive them somewhere, etc., etc. And yeah, trying to think. Third one, with this being air assault, make sure if you're bringing an unarmed helicopter somewhere that you might have escorts. There was a Pawnee circling. I was originally going to use that Pawnee to strike at some of the dicks that were coming in, and then instead I saw the Mohawk, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I just dicked on the Mohawk. I'm not sure if what happened and that got everyone killed at the end there, though, but I know I was only using my guns, so I'm not sure if there was a pancake or something, but That's all I got overall. I thought this definitely went a lot better than last time, and yeah, I'll use this and see what I can do about the ground. Go ahead.
So this was my first time ever ground commanding, and it went surprisingly well.
Yeah, that was a really good.
Thank you to all my squad
first
leaders
attempt.
and to everyone in command for the assistance when I needed it, and the push to go do something if I was
Next stop
taking
is the
too long.
spooky op. We'll probably stop
yeah,
the stream.
so at the first objective,
'Cause we
Charlie
got,
was
like,
there.
45
we
actually,
pushed
no,
it
like 40
with
minutes till
Alpha and
that one.
Bravo because we couldn't get everyone in the single chopper. We
And,
took that.
gives me a
The
little break.
Vipers cleared the west with Alpha support, staging point, and Alpha and Bravo took the east support before. That was good. And then we pushed the power plant. Whatever the heck happened there, we got hurt pretty bad when we pushed it, but recovered. Took the power plant, and then the chopper went down. But I mean, we ended up living and taking everything. So good job. Not really much else. Alpha SL.
I mean, yeah, pretty good, I would say, from everyone. Like the first time ground command, definitely good. Anyway, Alpha boys, also good job. We went through most stuff like a hot knife through butter. And yeah, usual communication, yada yada. Also, yes, you can actually shoot down ghost hawks with 5.56 if you shoot enough at it. I think, yeah, that's it.
Bravo.
Hi. Yeah, Bravo did pretty well. Decent. We worked together. A little bit of confusion early on in the fob, which that was my fault. I was having issues with sound. And then we pushed into LZ, pushed up a bit. And then after helicopter ride, I had to go AFK after we pushed the power plant for like a second. And I basically was with Delta then, but Bravo did very well. Obi, want to say oh?
Nothing to add.
Okay, Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie, I feel like Charlie did pretty well. We were the ones who started at the fob to begin. And there were some sporadic contacts before you got there, and we managed to deal with them fairly well. So good job to everyone in the squad. We had a couple friendly fire incidents and like some things that could be improved. If someone went out, I made sure they were at least in a buddy team, but that obviously didn't work as well as I hoped. And yeah, we took the helicopters afterwards, shot some stuff, kept LZ security for stuff, and yeah, it went well. Delta's next? Or is there a
Murphy,
Delta?
Do you want to go first? Oh, it was a Delta. Murphy, do you want to go first since you were squad leader for the first bit?
Can do. Well, for the first part, went pretty smoothly. We arrived a little bit later to the objective since we were just freshly formed, around 15 minutes in. Got to the objective, set up there. Everyone killed some shit. And yeah, that was basically for the first part. And got to heli, got to the power station, and just had some fun there. Then I handed the command over to
I've seen
Mullen.
Polish cow. That's
Yeah. From there, we attacked the power station. We kind of came in from the west, so we just took care of the southwest kind of area. Killed some stuff, shot some people, all did good. Learned that, getting the second helicopter is sometimes a good thing because that helicopter doesn't crash. And that helicopter is also a HEMET transport. And everybody did rather well and actually communicated and stayed roughly together. JTAC, I guess.
Viper?
ESAT.
No.
Let's
go. First of all, sorry for my guys and Ground Commander wasn't all in this op because I was dealing with family issue in the background. But from what it looked like, we did pretty good. And yeah, sorry Falcon, but don't run with 80 when in the middle of nowhere when nobody told it on 50. So sorry, not sorry, I guess. I don't know.
In that area, there was people who, like at that range that we were shooting at, the cannon patterns were completely indistinguishable, and they were running around with the M-Laws, like literally 30 seconds beforehand. So we put 2 and 2 together. Unfortunately, we got 5 out of that one. So.
But basically, bro, most of us are veteran and tier 4 and stuff like that. So we did pretty good. Yeah, I just want to say good job, Hunter. Really did excellent job as a medic. Licked our wound when we got fucked. And yeah, good job. And also, Liru, it wasn't a vehicle that killed us, it was Arma. Well, unloaded patient.
So what happened, Liru, was that Galil and Larry got killed as we unloaded them. Hunter was the person by the Vic, and it did the thing what happened last week of it, like ejecting people to the side underneath the vehicle. The Vic instantly slammed into the building, lost all of its tires, and that's what killed Hunter. And we're just like, well, shit. And then to add insult to injury, I'm not sure if it was the vehicle cooking it off or if it was the armor side of it. I wasn't looking at it per se. I was only told, but the Vic ended up blowing up.
I think it was the cooking off.
So, I mean, it could have been cook-off, it could have been the rounds. I also didn't see it because I was busy trying to drive that car away because the AI decided to ram the building you were next to, and I was like, oh, joy.
But yeah, I think that PSA of telling people to unload bodies from the rear of the vehicle might be the best bet, because 2 out of 2 times now that I've observed when people unload bodies from the side, the bodies just cause the armor straight away.
Funny thing was the body actually landed next to the vehicle, but the vehicle's still armored.
Let's move on though. Air?
Nothing else. Yep, yeah.
Or does CSAT still have stuff? Sorry.
No, nothing else. Thank you, boys.
3 mortars for 1 Quillen. I'll take that trade.
Yeah. Air and JTAC.
I'll let Air go first.
Hellcat went a little rough this op. We had some technical. We got our scalpels out to begin with, and then we switched over to daggers. So we were told to, and I don't know what happened on that end. I guess the Hellcat's not equipped for it. I was piloting the whole time, so you'd have to talk to the gunner on what all happened with that. We got caught out of position a couple times, and we weren't able to support the best we could. I don't know what the whole power station thing was about. That never got called up to us to not hit that. They just said to, deal with it. And other than that, we just did what we could, and we were really called out. We were really caught out from air to air. We just weren't able. We saw those Blackhawks. We saw that little bird, and we just were unable to do much with it. And that's probably something we should fix in the future and practice on. Yeah.
Yeah, gunner for the Hellcat here. Apparently the daggers don't want to lock on heat targets for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Apparently they need a laser lock, which was a surprise for everybody in air.
I'm fairly sure it's because the Hellcat does not have a thermal sensor. I think it might need one in order for the daggers to work like that.
Yeah, it might have thermal cameras, but not a thermal sensor. That might actually be the issue, yeah. But because the scalpels did lock on IR targets without problems. So I guess it's something with the daggers. Yeah, that's what was so weird. The scalpels work perfectly, only the daggers wouldn't. But yeah, regarding the power station, it really didn't get called up to us. I just noticed afterwards that it said on the map "Do not destroy," so I guess we were lucky. Anyways, transport. What up?
Transport did fine. No real complaints from my side. Only reason we pancaked there at the end is because I lost the anti-torque. Tried to slow down as best as I could, but since Arma's Arma, everybody died. Except 1 medic, which was quite lucky, but I'm not going to complain about that.
I also died, but Callum landed on top of me, so I was able to cheese it and use the revive option to revive him. And then Arma was like, alright, he's alive again.
Well, problem solved. The calculated maneuver, but otherwise, yeah. Just make sure we have something to guide us in while going into a hot zone, I guess, because that's the reason we died right there. I tried to maneuver. As transport eagle is not really meant to do maneuvers.
Yeah,
but otherwise,
and also the reason the Hellcat couldn't destroy the little bird was. We were equipped for 80, so there was no way we were gonna hit a little bird.
Got miniguns, problem solved.
Keck.
Yeah.
Holy.
I was firing miniguns at you, like.
Start off. Things worked pretty
whatever.
fine for the first section. Not much to say about that. If in the brief we don't get a mention of there being missile-based AA, just fly high. There's everything that killed you was gun-based every single time. It was either the cannon from the Marshall or something else that caused your anti-torque to freak out and then crash. So if you have the ability to just do standoff shit with missiles and just load out with 4 scalpels and a ASRAM or whatever to take out air. By the way, the ASRAM, it's basically useless. It's so god awful. I think it locks at like 200 to 300 meters
Really muffled and
in
quiet.
vanilla. It's basically useless. But I actually wanted to give the pilot something to do, so I told him to take 1 pylon of guided, 1 pylon of unguided. It wasn't a good idea because most of the time that I saw them go on a run, they took some kind of damage and they had to go back to base for an arm. Overall, I tried to get people to where they needed to go faster, but the speed for the last objective ended up with them getting interdicted by a little bird. Our pilot decided to try and do maneuvers to have the little bird fly past them.
Yes,
it's
there's
more
another op
maneuverable than
in
you.
30
You have
minutes.
the ability to move 100 kilometers an hour faster than it. Just outrun it. It literally can't go as fast as you.
Spook.
And landing with the little bird behind you is just death. If it has rockets, which it probably does, it'll just kill you. So until you're able to shake it, you basically just have to outfly it with speed. No,
It's
do
not
not
at
do
3
evasive
p.m., it's at
maneuvers,
2
just
p.m.,
outfly
which
it.
is, well,
Half
technically
the people
2:15,
inside
so
the
again,
helicopter was
less than
saying,
30
land
minutes.
now, please. So I was like, okay, we'll land now.
Yeah, don't listen to anyone inside.
That's why you're at the controls, not them.
Yeah, if they had the ability to fly, they'd be flying, but they didn't choose to do so.
Well, they didn't get picked to.
Yeah.
It was voted through popular opinion.
Pilot should always have final say when it comes to bird, anyways.
We should have like
your
a voting
vehicle-
system. Who do you like the most to be a pilot?
If we only had a single one of those and it blew up because the infantry wanted to get set down immediately, that would have been the end of it. But we have the ability to have just basically infinite amounts of those helicopters. If we ever did an op where we have one of each vehicle and we just fly around them like retards, it's gonna be real hard for us. But we don't do that because oh well, we did all right. We could have done a lot better.
Gonna wrap the
Nothing else best.
wrap this stream up here. We'll be back in 25 minutes for this op. Thank you so much for watching. Cooperate operationally. Hold up. All right. Open. Feedback is up if you want to put it. Feel free to bitch monk complain there. And yeah, T3s, you have an op in a little bit. So
I expect good things
hope you
from
guys
you.
had fun. That's the most important part. So yeah, I'll see you guys either in a little bit or tomorrow for more spooky stuff.
The only thing that was really stupid was the looting. That's
looting.
Yes, do
Yeah,
not loot unless you're told you're allowed to.
yeah, that was well, I shot one of the guys in my.
There it is. All right. We'll be back in 25 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. Have a good one. And yeah, hope to see you in 25 minutes for the spooky op. Take a small break.